With no money, no car and no weapons. I have to get cash however I can, from delivering pizza, working as a taxi driver, to setting up my own business and even stealing from the cartel itself. My goal is to buy a mansion for myself. Things didn't go as I expected. Here we go. I started as a level 1 in GTA Online. The first priority was getting a vehicle. I found a website giving away a free car. Totally not suspicious at all. The problem was I couldn't order it because I had nowhere to store it. So I found another website with a free 2-car garage available. In the meantime, I decided to do the most logical thing possible, attacking random people on the street and stealing their money. It gave me a few $100, although the police showed up. I had to think fast. Finally, I arrived at the garage. It was cozy, I guess. At least it's free. It was time to give my new car a test drive. It was actually better than I expected, and I didn't pay a dime. Now that I had a vehicle and a place of my own, the next priority was weapons. I went to an ammunition to check the prices. Even a vintage pistol cost over $3,000. It was time to make some cash. So I applied for a job as a pizza delivery driver.
Pizza time.
Only one left, but time was running out. I went all in.
Pizza time.
Job done. In total, I earned $22,000 and got to rank 3. Not bad for a pizza delivery. Right after that, I received an email. It said to use a photograph to identify the location of a treasure. The sender was Vander Lind from Red Dead. The photo showed a wooden boat stuck on a coastline, and on my map, I could see the zone I needed to investigate. I drove out of the city, all the way to the marked area. I searched through the coast and found a note. It read, "Treasure tore our family apart. It ain't here no more. I moved it. You will never find it." I had 3 new question marks on the map. The first clue was a shovel. The second one was a revolver case, empty. And the third clue was a cave with a corpse. With that, the final treasure location was revealed. I made my way there. At the treasure spot, there were 2 corpses, a shovel and a chest. Inside, I found a new weapon, which turned me invisible for some reason. The gun was floating. It was a double-action revolver. To unlock the cash reward, I needed 50 headshots. Unfortunately, my car was absolutely busted. It was time to grind. I checked if I could buy a new vehicle while my car was getting repaired. That's when I found it. The perfect motorcycle. The Pegassi Batty 801. It was amazing for the price. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough money left to buy any guns. There was an activity nearby called Junk Energy Skydives. I found the parachute, and when I put it on, I spawned in a helicopter in the sky. I had to pass through several checkpoints, which was harder than I thought. I managed to complete the challenge, although I failed the landing. I got to rank 4 and earned about $4,000. I needed to get gold medals in all skydive challenges to unlock a bonus reward. I kept my eye out for other activities and noticed something called a stash house on the map. I could do 1 stash raid per day, so I headed there. The place was quite fortified. I only had a revolver and no armor, so the fight didn't go well. It was clear I wasn't ready yet. I needed better weapons and armor. I searched for something more manageable. It was a wildlife photography challenge where I had to take pictures of specific animals. I started in the hills, and after some driving around, I got the first photo. It was awful, but it worked. I got $10,000 for it. The deer took me so long to find. I was really unlucky. After a lot of driving, I finally stumbled upon one. But the problem was my phone was slow. It took a terrible picture and I drove right into a river. The bike was unusable. I had to call the insurance company, which cost me over $100. I had to continue the hunt on foot. After a lot of patience, I finally got the photo. But the sun was setting. I couldn't find the bird, so I contemplated the sunset instead. While waiting for the next day, I bought a special carbine, super heavy armor, and a compact rifle. We were making progress. I needed to rest for a while. This will have to be my home too. But with no proper bed and the awful bright lights, I couldn't sleep. What would really help is a sleep mask, like this one I got recently from Manta Sleep, the sponsor of today's video. I've been using it every night and it's amazing. The mask has great adjustability. With 100% blackout, it has a premium feel with soft and breathable materials. It's really comfortable. Thanks to the eye cups, there's no pressure on your eyes at all. And it works perfectly for side sleepers too. There's multiple versions of it. There's the cool mask, the steam mask, the pro mask, the waiter mask, and the new gen Manta Sound sleep mask. This one's got Bluetooth speakers, so you can listen to your favorite music, podcast, or whatever you want while you fall asleep. From December 25th to December 30th, you can spend $109 to get 15% off, $159 to get 20% off, and $219 to get 25% off. Be sure to check out the Manta Sleep website, link in the description, and use my code for 10% off your order. Thank you to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. Next thing I needed was healing items, so I went to a convenience store. I bought as many snacks as I could, and since I was a criminal, I asked for my money back, free food and money. I quickly got on my bike and escaped from the police. With armor, weapons, and snacks, I was ready to take on the stash house. The safe needed a code. I searched around the room and found a sticky note with the answer. Got the loot. The getaway wasn't as clean as I would have wanted, but I managed to escape, earning $30K. Finally, I also got the last photo of the chicken hawk, getting another $60,000 for completing the challenge. If you count the cash and the bank, I had over $100,000. So I bought a micro SMG, upgraded my special carbine with a drum magazine, and grabbed the homing launcher. It was time to tackle my first real mission. Basically, a rival gang was stealing a van from this group. My job was to take out the other gang. I focused on landing headshots to progress the revolver challenge. After clearing the area, the leader asked me to recover his stolen van.
If you can get me my RV back, I'm gonna say you're basically one of us.
If I brought it back, I'd get paid. He also mentioned there was a boat nearby. I drove across the lake, rushing towards the van. But the moment I got inside, I was annihilated. Luckily, I still had another life. I focused on clearing the area properly, making sure the coast was safe. The van was a piece of trash. It was awful to drive. The worst part was that I had to deliver it in one piece. The problem was that the rival gang didn't give up, and I didn't have enough armor, and then I got $5,000 for attempting it though, but I needed more, and probably a bulletproof helmet. To try and make some progress on the revolver challenge, I robbed the convenience store. I managed to get onto a rooftop with my bike. This was a terrible idea. I was completely surrounded. Even special forces arrived. This was not an easy situation to get headshots in, and to make things even worse, my vehicle got impounded by the police. I went to retrieve my bike, where I had to pay a fee. Then I restocked on snacks, bought some armor and ammunition, and took another set of animal pictures. While checking the map, I noticed something called G-Cache. I wasn't sure what it was, so I began heading there. On the way, an alarm went off nearby. I spotted a robber running away. I chased him down, killed him, and recovered some stolen cash. I could keep it to myself, but I was really curious to see what would happen if I returned it. Thanks Thanks to this, I got $20,000 and RP. I really enjoyed dynamic events like that. I made sure to deposit all my cash in the ATM. Didn't want to risk losing it all against a player. Then I received a text from Gerald. He said he would send information about a special van I needed to retrieve. I didn't see anything on the map yet, so I kept going towards the G cache spot. When I reached the area, there was a search circle on the minimap. I had to look around myself. I spent so long searching there. I grabbed something called LD Organics, but that wasn't it. So many hours passed by that it was already nighttime. Eventually, I found it. It was a box near a wooden pier. Got $15,000 plus ammo and snacks. The problem was the cops were coming. I jumped on my bike and escaped before they saw me.